Holy crap! Holy crap! Two things. I was right about Star Fox being in the Mario Galaxy movie. I cannot freaking believe it. Nick, how hyped are you right now?
So my hype level was at an 8 before. I'm in the Lilat system now, so whatever number that is, I'm in space, so I'm above and beyond.
I freaking love this. I'm a huge Star Fox fan, of course, a huge Mario fan, obviously. Having the two to come together, yeah, I love it, I love it. I never expected this, even though I predicted this, Nick. Like, that's how crazy this whole thing is.
Yeah.
Like, I predicted this. We'll show the videos in a little bit here, about Star Fox being in the Mario Galaxy movie, but even I didn't believe myself, Nick. I was a fool. It actually is fully real. I love it.
When you texted me, you're like, what does this look like? The image that you showed saying this could be Fox McCloud in the movie. I'm like, it looks like a blaster. It looks like a walkie-talkie. It looks like someone wearing a spacesuit. And I didn't want to say Fox suit because I was like, I'm going to sound crazy. And then you're like, when you made the video, like, this could be Fox. I'm like, it's him. He's actually here in the freaking movie.
That's so funny. Yeah, so someone had brought to my attention that there was a mysterious figure or something in that frame of the first movie, which actually I can bring up on screen right now. Let's go and do that real quick. And actually, let me play the video real quick. Who the hell is that? Okay, here, I'll pause it right there. So that's the original. Can you guys see that, I think, on stream? So that's the original mystery character. And I'm like, what the hell is this thing? Like, I thought maybe it was a motorbike at first. I ran the image by you guys to see if you guys had any thoughts. And so I was putting together the video. I had actually 3 different ideas. One was like Daisy, or no, one was Tatanga. I forget what the other one was, and originally I was going to mention Daisy just as a throwaway idea, but that's when I realized, before I exported the video, I thought about it a little more, I'm like, wait a second, it looks like Fox McCloud. So I went through like the whole process, so luckily, I redid the video. I mean, I had never posted it online, and then it spread like wildfire from there. That video alone got like, I think, almost 1 million views across 2 different platforms, but then a lot of people started running with the idea as well. And then I know something else, Nick, a couple weeks ago, and that's in the, when they showed Mario's room again, the Fox McCloud, or the Starwing model was missing. And I'm like, why would that be missing unless they're retconning him to be an actual being in this universe? I can't believe it, Nick. I just can't get over it.
I can't get over it. Like, my birthday was yesterday, so like this is the best possible birthday gift ever, because I mean, we're coming on the 10-year anniversary of no new Star Fox games. It's going to be April next month, and it's going to be 10 years since Star Fox Zero, and I'm just like, they have to do something for Fox sooner or later. I mean, and this is it. I think, and I keep telling my friends, like, 2 things that are guaranteed. As long as Miyamoto's around, we're always going to get Pikmin, and I think Star Fox is always going to live. So as long as Miyamoto's around, and he's still around, he's still at Nintendo, and look at that, Pikmin's everywhere, and Star Fox is making a comeback finally.
It's wild. I mean, we haven't even talked about how he's going to fit into the movie and everything, but yeah, I just can't believe it. And also, like, my thought, you know, I immediately start thinking, they must have big plans for Star Fox. You mentioned a new game. I'm thinking bigger, Nick, than that even. Oh, that's a big thing, too. I'm thinking Illumination's going all in a Star Fox movie here, right? Like, this just makes sense.
I've said it before on streams and videos that we've done. I'm like, Star Fox is the one series from Nintendo that voice acting isn't going to be a problem. They've had voice acting in it since the second game. It's like these characters have been talking nearly their whole lives. So to give voice, like a new actor to Fox or Peppy or Slippy or General Pepper, like all these characters from Star Fox, it's going to be like a no-brainer. It's going to be a shoo-in for them to do. It's not like, oh, we got to give Mario a voice and he's got to have all these speaking roles, or we got to hear Link talk for like one of the first times ever for the Zelda movie. No, Star Fox, I think, could be the next one in line. Especially, I mean, and the thing is too, Fox gets his own poster for the Mario Galaxy movie. There's some main characters that have big name actors that don't even have posters. Like, what's his name doesn't have a poster? Why can't I think of his name that you called too? Wart.
Oh yeah, Wart. Yeah, right. He didn't get him. He got a tiny spot on the poster.
Yeah, Wart has a tiny spot on the poster. We haven't even seen Honey Queen Bee yet, and she has a big name actress. Like, these are characters that haven't gotten a poster, and Fox is there front and center. They're just like, oh, we're gonna post this. And when you sent it to me, I saw the post and it said April 1st. I was like, oh, this is an early April Fool's joke. And I was like, oh, this is like a cool image, whoever made this. And then I clicked and I was like, no, this is freaking real. It's actually happening.
What's really cool is someone involved in the marketing of the movie actually reached out to me on Twitter, be like, I hope you're awake or something. And I'm like, what's he talking about? So I'm looking everywhere. I'm like, what's he talking about? You know? And then I went to the official Twitter and posted seconds ago being this. I'm like, oh my God. I hadn't even processed. I'm like, how is this even real? No, I will say, Nick, for as excited as and so actually shout out to that person, you know, to the guy who helped to let me know about that, but I may have missed it, you know, I may have been a few minutes late. In any case, Nick, I am so thrilled and excited. I do have to say, though, I think how cool would it have been to have seen this for the first time in the movie itself?
I think I would have been crying, honestly. I think I'm still going to tear up a little bit when I see it. Like, I think I'm on the same excitement when Banjo was announced for Smash, because I did not believe that it was actually going to happen. And there were some rumors and speculations. People were like, oh, there's a chance that Banjo might get into Smash Ultimate as a DLC or whatnot. But when that happened, I was freaking out so much. And then with this too, I was like, yeah, I wish this was safe for the theater, but I'm happy it didn't get spoiled for us.
Right.
I mean, Nintendo spoiled it. They showed it off on the poster.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm happy it's a thing.
So,
like I can't say anything else. I'm just happy it's a thing.
I did see one comment from someone saying they're unsubscribing for spoilers, which, I get it. Like, I do understand it, but on the other hand, like, there's no avoiding this. Like, Nintendo put out officially, you can't avoid this now. Like, unless you literally are a hermit under a rock, go like avoiding Star Fox being in the Mario Galaxy movie. I will say that the only good thing maybe to come of this is that it wasn't spoiled by someone who had seen the movie, because we know the Japanese premiere is happening in a couple of days, and so, someone could, even though I think they're embargoed, how things work, things leak out anyway. So I'd rather be spoiled by Nintendo with official art than by some rando who saw the movie early. But it's still amazing.
To that point, Andre, like, it would have been like a crappy photo of someone in the theater, like very far back, and we're like, we would be speculating, like, is this real? Is this
real?
Fake? Yeah. So having Nintendo, like you said, officially post it, I think that was kind of the way to go.
Short Middleton says he made a cameo in the first movie. Yes, you're right. Actually, I have a video about that. Let me show you something. So I'll talk about this. Let me bring up the video. Let me see if it actually shows on screen. So I noticed this a couple weeks ago. I mentioned it already. But let me just play the full video. It's really short, so here we go. I hope you're sitting down, as I may have just found even more evidence for my Star Fox theory, because a new ad for the film may have just accidentally confirmed it. But not through what it shows, but rather what it doesn't show. Because one of the new scenes shows Mario and Luigi's apartment in the Mushroom Kingdom, which, as we know from the ending of the first film, looked practically identical to the one they had in Brooklyn. And sure enough, that's still the case. Except this time, something's missing. Being the R-Wing Mario kept on top of his TV, from Star Fox. So why get rid of it? Well, if Star Fox is indeed in the movie, it would make no sense for Mario to have a toy version of it. Yeah, it may be a bit of a okay, so that's pretty much it. But yeah, so what's funny is when I was making that video, we got that clip a few weeks ago of the Mario and Luigi's apartment, and I'm like, there's nothing different here. There's nothing to talk about, So, but based on that, I noticed the calendar in the back didn't change. So I'm like, does this mean that takes place within the same time frame as the first movie? Like just shortly thereafter, since they never flipped a month over. But then, as I was making that dumb video, I'm like, wait a second, the R-Wing's missing. This can only mean one thing: Fox McCloud's in the Mario Galaxy movie. So but even knowing all that, Nick, I still can't believe. So even knowing all that, I still can't properly wrap my mind around the fact that it actually ended up being real. Like, my mind kept reverting to the fact that it's probably a motorcycle in that first image we saw. Like, it had to be like a motorcycle that Mario, Luigi, or Yoshi was using. And I'm still in disbelief that I actually ended up being correct on it being Fox McCloud. So, like, the most far out there theory possible.
The thing is, if it was a motorcycle, it'd be kind of odd, because that seems like it's the second act or the third act of the movie. I'm just assuming.
That's
because
true.
I think the motorcycles are going to be just saved for the desert part, which is going to be like the first, few seconds of the movie. But yeah, I mean, what else? Where do we want to start talking about this?
Yeah,
there's just so much of this poster.
I know where we'll start. There's a super chat we missed a while ago, but it came up before the stream even started. From Jackson Dennis, thank you, Jackson, who says, okay, I can't watch till later, so sending this now, but prediction is we see Olimar, Kirby, and maybe Samus, because space theme, and cameos in Gateway Galaxy. I mean, this really does kind of blow open the door. I mean, arguably the door is already blown open. One, by Rob, who's not a Mario character, though he's been in spin-offs. Two, Pikmin, also not a Mario character. Three, freaking Star Fox. Like, anything is game now. Anything is game. With that being said, I think we've probably seen the biggest cameos, but there could still be more. You never know. But I don't think they're going to have the full, multiverse of Nintendo characters here yet,
Question. So you did mention Rob. Does this mean, and Rob is part of one of the play sets that you showed off a video for. Do we get a Fox McCloud toy? Is that possible here?
Oh my god. Like, that's a kind of shocking thing. Like, it's almost shocking that there isn't a toy right now, because you would think they may have done that to prevent spoilers, but now it's out there anyway. But maybe it could have leaked out earlier than they wanted. In any case, sure. I would love to see a Star Fox toy at some point. So please, yes, I mean, I will buy it. I will buy it.
Yeah, I would buy it too.
Super Aiden with a super chat. Thank you, Aiden. Says, as exciting as this is, and it is, this is unfortunately a product of Universal's tendency to show too much of its upcoming movies. I fully get that, and I do agree. Like, I will say, my mood kind of lessened a little bit after all the recent scenes and trailers. Like, I'm like, I feel like we're seeing too much now. But I still do think, though, I've kind of recovered from that, luckily, especially with this hype now. But I do think, like, if you look at all the footage, it looks like a lot of what we've seen is from the first third of the movie, is what I'm thinking. Like, the footage we've seen is, like, heavily imbalanced towards the first half, at least, if not the first third of the movie. And so I think there actually may still be a lot that we haven't seen, or at least I'm hoping there isn't. You can still connect some dots, but we still don't really, there are still, like, some big missing gaps here in terms of, like, the exact incentives or, like, motivations these characters have, what their relationships are. Yeah, we know Bowser and Bowser Jr. get together at some point, obviously, but we don't know much about how they're actually interacting with each other, you know? Same thing goes for, you know, the princesses and what their deal is, you know, and all that, so.
I was just laughing because I'm like, we don't even know what Fox's role is in this movie. What if he's like, yeah, we don't even know what Fox is. I'm like, what if Wolf is here? Like, what if Wolf is hired by Bowser Jr.? Because Wolf's a bounty hunter. What if he's hired?
That'd be hilarious.
I mean,
oh my god,
adding
like
another layer on top.
There's like a whole sub-story, like a whole B story happening in the background. You see like Wolf chasing Star Fox or something, or Fox McCloud. That'd be amazing. Yeah, I mean, there could be more cameos too. We don't know. Yeah. I mean, I'm inclined to think it may just only be Fox, but hey, there could be more, and that would be amazing. In any case, I truly do think that they are setting up something bigger here, Nick. I think, like, Miyamoto's like, this is my chance to shine, to make Star Fox shine, rather. I'm gonna make this happen. People are gonna see the Mario Galaxy movie, they're gonna love it, they're gonna love Star Fox, they're gonna buy the next game, they're gonna go see the next Star Fox movie from Illumination, and I think, you know, honestly, seeing that short, you know, that came out, what, almost 10 years ago now? Or 10 years ago?
10 years ago, yep. Yeah, it was for the Star Fox Zero.
Amazing short. I love the banter. Yeah. That seems like right up Illumination's alley. You know, they've already made, what, multiple films featuring, like, humanized animals, like, including Sing, which is basically, like, you know, not exactly Star Fox character design, but in the same ballpark. Like, this seems like a perfect match, you know? Like, they've proven they can do it with Mario, they can do it with Star Fox now. I think that might be possibly the next spin-off, or if DK is coming next, then the one after that, so.
Yeah, I don't think Star Fox, whatever it's gonna be, is too far off from here. And again, like, where do you want to go from here? Should we talk about the poster? Should we just talk about the future of what the games are going to look like after this? I mean,
okay, so a couple things. We have to talk about, let's talk about how he looks. Like, I think, I really like how he looks. I've seen a couple complaints. I think it looks great, though. Like, his appearance has changed, you know, a decent amount between games with the different art styles.
For sure.
I actually am really liking how this looks here. It feels, to me, closest to Zero, I think, but still very distinct.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's closer to Zero. I haven't done like a full side-by-side comparison, but when I looked at the Zero render, he looks more like brown. His fur looks a little bit darker here, where it's more like orange. And that could be the lighting. Like, again, this is just one image that we have of him. The one thing that spotted that I think called the most attention to is his actual visor. It's not glass or plastic like it typically
is.
He pushes it down and turns into a hologram. Like, I haven't seen that before, because if you think of the Scoundrels in Dragon Ball, it's the same thing. They have that visor in front of their face, but this is just like he presses the button and then it pops up. I'm like, that's awesome. We have not seen that before.
I don't care if that's not even feasible technology-wise. That looks sick. Real cool. That's awesome. You know what's so funny, Nick? I was like so hyped up from the reveal making the first video that I didn't even notice the R-Wing behind him initially.
Yeah, R-Wing's right behind him.
R-Wing's right there, just hanging out. Which is exactly, again, why Mario can't have that toy anymore. Because it technically the first Mario movie now, they've not only retconned it, seemingly, but it also doesn't really make sense now. Like, the fact, like, how did Mario have a Star Fox toy in the first movie if Fox McCloud's an actual real being? Unless there's like a Shigeru Miyamoto that exists in this universe that like traveled to Star Fox's world somehow and got inspiration from it for the game of Star Fox that Mario bought the toy for, so.
I'm hoping at least Mario has a line where he talks to Foxy and he's like, hey, nice ship.
That'd be great.
Or Mario's like, wait a minute, I've seen that ship before.
I can do your job, Fox. I've done it in the games. Another super chat from Jackson Dennis, thank you. Says, Samus I see like Zelda, save for live action, although both could also have animated movies later, and the more cartoony space characters get a cameo here, Lost Fox and maybe Kirby. I think I'm inclined to agree with that. I think Samus, I mean, Samus may... It really depends on the direction they want to take Samus, and you can still have different interpretations of Samus. Have one appear here, the movie could be different. I do think though Samus probably has one of the better chances of most other Nintendo characters because of the space theme. I mean, her ship appeared in Tropical Freeze or the DK games.
Oh, it did. Yeah, it did.
So I think at the least we could maybe see her ship. She could be flying around in the background or something. I don't think we see her as a character though, but I do think the art style for her might not quite mesh well with what they are doing with Mario and Fox here, but I could be totally wrong. You know, they can nail it. So, man, voice Nick. Who's gonna voice Fox? They haven't announced it. Like that's another reason why I'm shocked about this. So I will say, actually, there have been some rumblings over the past couple of days that the Polish distributor for the Mario Galaxy movie
Yeah.
accidentally leaked the voice actor for Fox McCloud, to the point that apparently Universal was allegedly asking people to take down the reports of it. So
Oh,
as far
really?
as I'm aware, it didn't spread too far. I was debating reporting it
Okay, okay.
ourselves, but I'm like, that seems like kind of a huge spoiler, so maybe I won't in case it actually is real. Plus, I
Yeah.
was still skeptical. Like, I couldn't find a really good source for that information. Like, I found sources, like, I found, like, a fandom mentioning it, but I'm like, what's a true source for this? This fandom's, like, a fan-edited thing, I believe. But now it seems like that was 100% legit. Like
Yeah.
that was right. So we know the Polish voice actor. I don't know it offhand, but who's going to be voicing it in the English version?
So I guess the better question is like, what's how? I think I mean Fox is a leader, right? So I think he will be running into Peach and Toad on their side adventure, and I think he's going to have a good amount of speaking roles in the movie. But I'm just questioning like, is this going to be an older version of Fox? Is this going to be a younger version of Fox? Is this going to be like a time before he's even like fully Star Fox again? Because he is the leader of Star Fox. Like, is this before his father passes away and he takes over with Peppy, Slippy, and Falco? So again, like I don't know where they go with his voice in the movie because he's had so many voice actors throughout all the different games, especially with Smash Bros. 2. Because if you look at Melee, Super Smash Bros. Melee, he's completely Japanese in that version. Like even in the English game, he doesn't speak English. But yeah, for a voice actor for him, I don't know if you make him older or younger here. Again, because I don't know where this kind of fits in with the timeline. Even though I don't think they're too concerned about the timeline, honestly.
No, I don't think they are either. I will say though, he has had a variety of voice actors, but they have been relatively consistent with some of the mainline games, with the Star Fox 64 3D remake, and then Star
Yep.
Fox Zero, and
Yep.
also was it one of the Smash Brothers that brought back the original Star Fox
I want to
64
say
voice actor?
it was. I want to say it was either Smash for Wii U or Smash Ultimate.
Yeah. So I actually love that take on Fox. Like that's
Yeah,
been my
I do
favorite
too.
voice for him. Although Adventures wasn't a bad voice either. In any
And it's
case,
so he's a little bit older in that. He's a little. I mean, again, that takes place after Star Fox
right.
64, so it makes sense that he's a little bit older, and he's a little bit more matured. But yeah, I'm fine if they go with the direction of 64 or Zero for his actor.
Yeah, so I don't, but I feel like they're gonna make him a bit on the, maybe around Mario's age. Like I'm kind of thinking he's gonna be like, kind of like a younger, more, energetic type character.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I mean, I don't know. I just love how he looks. So whatever the interpretation is, I'll be happy with it. But I don't know what voice goes with that. I guess what I was getting at though is that they go with like the cadence and the idea of the voice actor they've used for Star Fox Zero. I think that's a good fit. So, I mean, they could. I mean,
Yeah, I
there
agree.
is a small chance they could just use that voice actor. Kind of like
Yeah.
they used Tails' voice actor
In Sonic.
in Sonic, right? Especially if this is just ends up being kind of like a larger cameo and they have no further movie plans for him. It might make sense to just use an existing voice actor rather than finding another celebrity for
For
it.
sure.
So
And again, I guess off the topic of the voice actor too, I'm just looking at the R Wing here. Is there a chance that we see the Gray Fox at the spaceport at all?
I mean, there's always a chance, but
Yeah.
that thing is pretty big. So I'm
It's
thinking,
big. I don't think it's
yeah.
ever been doctored before. It's typically just in space, flying around. So I don't know if it would be there. Maybe it would just be out in space.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. I mean, Nick, this blows the doors off anything. Literally
know,
anything's
anything
possible.
could
I mean,
happen.
to the point, Nick, I don't know. Did you see my video? I don't. This may be a potential spoiler. I don't know. Did you see my video
Which
about
one?
a Easter egg in the background that may have larger implications about a character?
If it was recent, then no, because I think you posted one, but I avoided it for spoilers because I was hoping that it wasn't this. I was like, maybe it's the Star
Okay,
Fox
it
one,
wasn't
so I'm
this.
not gonna
All right, so
watch it.
maybe I won't specifically mention it.
Okay.
But I think this opens the door to that idea I had it being even more feasible now, where
Okay.
like that character could actually be here and having a big role potentially because Fox is here. Anything's
Yeah.
on the table now.
Yeah. Oh my god. I'm this poster again. There's just so much to talk
There
about.
is. So real quick, Dylan brings up a point
Go
that
ahead.
someone else had pointed out to me, and I showed you already. Dylan says, I think those boxes are from that one Mario Party minigame. So yeah, they're talking about the drones in the background. And yeah, it looks like is it the game where you have a bunch of doors in one of the new Mario
What is it
Parties?
like? Delivery, steal, mail, or something like that?
Something like that. Yeah, is it in Jamboree, is it, I think?
I don't know.
I think
You
it's
sent me the
Jamboree.
screenshot. I'm like I haven't played that one.
So yeah,
No, I played Jamboree. It was the one before that.
but they look practically identical, so I wouldn't be surprised if they actually are based on that, which is another fun touch. And technically a Mario item, so
Andre, we got a super chat here. R Knight 26 for $2 says we're gonna get a Star Fox score in the movie now. So I
Yes,
didn't.
we
Well,
will.
my fear was that we're gonna have Fox roll into like some rock and roll music, but I'm like, no, give me. I have Star Fox music playing on in my headphones right now, but no, I need something orchestrated for Star Fox coming in because that was one of the best things about Star Fox Assault is that the soundtrack is fully orchestrated. So yeah, I
No,
want to hear the theme song or
Nick,
something coming
you
into
you were
play.
actually onto a really awesome idea there. Fox says, "Let's rock and roll." Do you plays
I
like
know.
AC/DC or something?
Yeah, I say that. I'm like, would I really hate that? I'm like, no, because it's Fox saying that. So I think I would be happy with
Maybe
it.
he's been recording like earthly broadcasts for decades now. Once he reaches home planet, and now he just plays them back on his R-wing radio. So, in any case, there will definitely be some kind of Fox. Like
Yeah.
he'll have at least a what's what I'm looking for? Like a jingle, not a jingle, but like
It's
a
a
melody,
motif.
a motif. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be like dun 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 dun, dun
Yep.
and then we'll see him. We'll
Oh
play
my
like for 5
God, Nick,
seconds.
this is gonna be so freaking
That's what it's
good.
gonna be.
I am
Wait,
so. Oh yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say another thing that about this poster, like the small details. It's so funny that we have what's the monkey's name here?
Yukiki.
Yukiki. It's so funny that we have Yukiki here because if anyone has played Star Fox, they all know that the main villain is Andros, who's a monkey. So I just find that hilarious that the monkey here is in the poster standing next to Fox.
I didn't think about that. You're right.
That's his number one enemy is Andros.
That's probably intentional. I mean,
Yeah.
it possibly, but also makes me wonder, like, what is the connection here? We haven't really talked about Fox's role yet. Okay,
No.
so here's the thing. Let me real quick play the video in full that I first discovered the potential Star Fox connection here. So let me go play this real quick. It's about 30 seconds, so it's quick. Here we go. Let me put on screen. I almost forgot that part. Who the hell is that? The green shirt might make you think it's Luigi, but Luigi's right there. Plus this guy or girl looks to be wearing some kind of silver spacesuit. And is that a gun or a radio or something? At this point, I only have 3 guesses. 1, maybe this is Tatanga finally making his grand comeback since the Mario Land games. Or 2, is Tiny Bowser piloting a man-sized mech? Or 3, could that be Fox McCloud from Star Fox? The silver clothes and potential blaster do match up. Look, if I'm right about this, remember that I called it first. That's right, I did call that first. I still can't, it's so funny again rewatching that video because you can tell like I was just coming up with random ideas until I hit on the Star Fox one.
Yeah.
And that's when I deleted my original third idea to mention that. In any case, the reason I show this again is because we can see the scene is where what we can see them watching what appears to be the Comet Observatory landing in front of them. So my initial, like, when I first saw this scene, I thought they were maybe in the Mushroom Kingdom, but now I'm thinking that's probably not the case. I'm wondering now, do they meet them do they meet Fox at this? Like, I thought initially they met Fox here in this scene, because obviously that's one of the places we had seen it.
Yeah.
But now that we see him at the Gateway Galaxy, I believe. I'm assuming it's Gateway Galaxy. No, it is Gateway Galaxy for sure. You can see the pillars in the background.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that's now where they meet them. They team up to do something, to go somewhere, and he's with them still for whatever reason when Rosalina arrives, or the Comet Observatory arrives.
So I'm thinking with the monkey being here that it's possible that even though what's the monkey's name? I keep calling him just Monkey.
Yukiki.
Yukiki steals Toad's bag, and that's when they go into Wart's kind of like palace or casino. I was thinking maybe Fox is over at the Neo Bowser City area, and that's where they meet up. And maybe, but then again, I was thinking that I'm like, there's no way you're gonna fit Toad, Peach, and Fox in an R-wing. There's no room at all. There's barely enough room for one person. But I was thinking maybe like Fox picks them up and then takes them to the spaceport, like at least Peach, Toad, and Fox, and that's where they meet up with Mario, Yoshi, and Luigi.
Yeah, I think you're onto something here. I think the monkey is a big clue
right.
here, because I actually found out something yesterday. So someone got Brer Oswalt, who's well known in the Disney community. They reached out to me and saying they got the Wart card in the Nintendo Today app, and what the Wart card said is, slight spoiler, not really, it just kind of confirms where the location is. It basically said that the Neo Bowser City area is, what Wart is. Wart's in charge of the casino there, of course.
Yeah.
And it mentions that is in the I think the underside of Gateway Galaxy, which to me suggests one of two things. It's either on the backside of the planet, or I'm actually really thinking now it's inside the planet. Like it's literally the underbelly of Gateway Galaxy, which makes sense why the monkey's here, because it's in the same area.
Yep.
So maybe Fox McCloud is like, maybe he's kidnapped or something. Maybe he's rescued as well, or maybe he's just down there for some other reason. Maybe he's gambling at the casino. Who knows what? But somehow him and Yukiki, like maybe Yukiki's the key to this all. Yukiki takes the backpack from Captain Toad. You know that. Peach and Toad chase after him to the casino. That must be where Fox McCloud, like, it happens after that point. So either Fox is at the casino, or something happens afterward that they meet up with him. But here's another mystery. Why is, again, Yukiki seems to, it was implied that he seemed to be working for Wart because he took the backpack to Wart seemingly. So why is he here now with Fox? Like, is he actually, like, is he a mercenary? Is he for hire? Is he...
Yeah, maybe Fox like was the one that caught the backpack and caught Yukiki, and maybe he was like, "Oh, I can help you guys," and then we need to go somewhere else. It's like, "Oh, jump in the R-wing with me. I'll get you guys to the spaceport so we can get to the Common Observatory." But again, like Fox's main enemy is Andros, so that could be the other reason why Yukiki's here. And Andros's nephew is Andrew Oinkini, or is that Andrew Oinkini is his nephew, who's also a monkey. But yeah, again, like I really think you're onto something too, Andre, where they kind of tie that here on this poster.
Yeah, it's so funny. They answer questions while raising more questions. You know, like I don't know what fully to do here. Oh, also, by the way, did you notice the GameXplain logo on the box? That's totally half a GameXplain logo. It's like if you just duplicate that wrench, it's a full GameXplain logo. I'm joking. But yeah, I don't, like, it's so, like, what, I still can't get over this thing. I'm still trying to figure out, like, how, like, are Mario and Fox McCloud gonna talk to each other? Like, that's something I never knew I wanted, and I want it now, you know?
I think that's gonna happen. I think they're gonna have some dialogue together, at least, if not Fox with Peach and Toad. Again, is there gonna be, like, a big battle scene at all in space? Like,
there has to be now.
I mean, we know they have... if you have an R-wing here, it has to be.
And we know Bowser Jr. has that, like, giant armada, you know, from not just a game, but we see that scene of the armada in the movie. And so, yeah, I feel like Fox McCloud, like, is he going to come in Han Solo style and, like, save their butt at the end, you know, or something? Yeah.
That's the thing, like, if there is a giant battle scene, like you said, there probably is going to be one. Is he going to call on Slippy, Peppy, and Falco?
I hope so. Like, if all four of them are here, that'd be amazing.
He's like, I need backup!
I want to stress, I'm happy with just Fox McCloud. Even though I made that theory, I never actually expected it to fully happen. Speaking of which, we got Kyle Octopus in the chat says, I'm sorry, Andre, I didn't know your game. It's okay, Kyle, it's all good. The analysis machine came through. Never question the analysis machine is the point. It's so funny, I didn't even do that in an analysis. It was just like a random short video, but yeah, like this, I do wonder too, like, how big of a role does Fox actually have? Like, is it just as, like, one brief scene? Well, it has to be at least two scenes: the Gateway Galaxy scene and the scene where Rosalina arrives. Which I guess like she could, maybe she's arriving at Gateway Galaxy. Like, is it possible that the grass we see is on Gateway Galaxy and that's where she's arriving at? It is a spaceport, so that might make sense. And I say she, it could just be the ship. We don't know what's going on here.
It could just be the ship.
In any case, that would make sense if Fox has maybe consolidated to just a Gateway Galaxy area. Because, again, it acts as a gateway to, like, all these different, like, you know, space-faring creatures, which... I'm trying to think now, too. I was thinking about this last night. I don't think we see any Toads at Gateway Galaxy. Outside of, you know, the Toad, the Captain Toad, which makes me think, like, is this the first time anyone from the Mario world has traveled? Which then does that make all these other Mario characters that we see here technically aliens? Like Monty Moles, are they like aliens originally? Like, or have they known about space travel? We just didn't see it all in the first movie. Like,
wait, so Rob is like is he? I don't want to say receptionist. Is he like the coordinator?
He runs the information booth.
Okay, at Gateway Galaxy.
At Gateway Galaxy, yeah.
So, like, your point is, like, the Mario characters from the Mushroom Kingdom are just, assuming, like, Planet Earth, they're coming here to visit.
Like, the Piantas aliens now to the Mushroom Kingdom?
So, I mean, does that just open up the fact that we can potentially just see other or Nintendo characters just walking around here?
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, we've already seen a fair amount. You saw the Rob clip, right, from the website?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we see, like, a bunch of, like, the snails from Mario Odyssey are there as well. You know,
the little tree guy, too, well, actually, from, what is it, Galaxy?
Yes. Yeah, the woody guys. Yeah, I always forget their names. The wood spirit guys. But I actually just realized a point that kind of, like, goes against what I was just saying, is we see penguins here, too. Which, unless there's a different breed of penguins, they were obviously in the first movie, The Mushroom Kingdom. So I don't know how the space stuff works. Like, are they going to explain that, you know? Like, why, like, how did they all get here anyway? Like, how did the penguins get here? Did they use launch stars, too?
They're just going to teleport. I don't even know if they have time to explain any of that for this movie. Because, again, it's so short, right?
Yeah, hour and 38 minutes. 36 minutes? I can't remember.
38, I think.
Yeah. Jackson Dance, another super chat. Thank you. Says, okay, Nintendo, fine. Adding Rosalina is enough. Okay, Rob. Wow. Okay, Wart. Holy Fox, Nintendo, I can't breathe. Right? Like, this is getting crazy. Like, this is almost turning into a Smash Brothers movie by itself, you know?
Yeah.
Which is freaking wild. And that's not even to mention the other cameo I mentioned earlier, which I'm not saying to avoid spoiling anyone, potentially, that I made a whole video about a couple days ago, so give that a watch, potentially. And it actually would tie up some loose ends if that actually is the case. Star Fox, though, opens up a whole can of worms, like, as to what exactly is going on. But yeah, we didn't even get to the voice actor. I mean, we did, but we kind of keep sidestepping it. Is there a voice actor you have in mind, Nick, for who could voice Fox McCloud?
I think you and I are both like, we're not the best at kind of picking voice actors.
Chat, let's ask Chat then. Chat,
yeah.
any ideas for who could voice Fox? But Nick, if you had someone there, I didn't mean to.
Well, I guess, no, I sent to you, and I love it. It was made like 15 years ago when, I guess, Fantastic Mr. Fox came out. I think it was like College Humor made Fantastic Mr. Star Fox.
Yeah, they did.
And they have like all the Star Fox characters as puppets, and they have all major actors playing them. Obviously, it's just people doing the voices of those actors. But I think for Fox, they had like George Clooney, because I think that's who the main character is in Fantastic Mr. Fox.
That's right.
And it sounds pretty good, but I don't think George Clooney would be down for this. I don't know if he's into animated movies. Well, I guess he did Fantastic Mr. Fox, but
yeah, I mean, he was good in that, so I could actually see that. But I mean, I could see, like, there's a wide range of voices that can actually work for Fox. The chat's actually throwing out a whole bunch. Keanu, George Lopez, Bradley Cooper. It actually would be a good fit. Actually, Bradley Cooper. Also, yeah, he might be a good fit for Falco.
Wait, doesn't Bradley Cooper play Rocket?
Yeah, Rocket. Yeah, Rocket. Exactly. Paul Rudd. Let's see. Jason Momoa. Is that how you pronounce it? Yeah, Ryan Gosling. I love that idea, but I'm obsessed with Project Hail Mary.
2 space movies.
Two space movies back to back. Hopefully they're both incredible. So I know Project Hail Mary was. I'm sure Mario will be as well. Robert Downey Jr. Like, honestly, like, I feel like Fox is such a blank slate that you really could, like, there's a bunch. I mean, not a complete blank slate. I mean, I say that knowing he's one of the most voiced characters in Nintendo history, which is hilarious. But I just feel like there's a lot of ways you could go with that character, you know, or a lot of voices that could befit that character, you know. I think far easier than Mario. Though even Mario, like, they went with a choice I never expected. It ended up working out perfectly, being Chris Pratt. So
one thing I'm hoping is that I hope he doesn't have. I don't know why. When I saw the poster, I immediately thought of like Crash Bandicoot when they put him in the Skylanders like TV show.
Yeah.
And they gave him like this weird Australian accent. I say weird, but like, I think Bandicoots are typically from Australia, right? Just the voice actor, I don't think nailed it for Crash Bandicoot. So I don't know. I don't want an Australian accent for Fox. I don't know if I want an accent for him because he's never really had an accent in any of the games. So
I mean, I guess it really just depends. Like, I wouldn't. Yeah. I'm not against an accent. It could work, especially depending on what the accent is. I mean, I think almost anything could work. But I do, of course, you know, we do have that voice in our heads. Because even when they change voice actors, they all struck a similar cadence and sound. I think like it still sounded like Fox, but I still think that what I think of Fox, maybe this is just me, but I feel like there's a big range of what I would consider Fox McCloud to sound like, you know. I think so I think a lot of like, oh yeah, Hugh Jackman in the chat, like, yeah, that could work. Jamie Foxx, there's an idea. So,
just because of Fox.
I didn't even make that connection. Yeah, that's perfect. There we go. Let's do it. So Tim Allen, who did Buzz Lightyear, yeah, another space character, sure, why not? So Little says, hey, GameXplain, what are you most excited for in the Mario Galaxy movie post-credits scene? I mean, now, excuse me.
A Star Fox movie?
Right, if they just want to straight up tease a Star Fox spinoff, like, you can have, like, a radio chatter come in of, like, Falco calling for help, or Slippy, or Peppy, or whoever it is, you know, or General Pepper. I don't know. Like, I mean, this opens, there's so many doors now, Nick. They could tease Smash Brothers here now if they wanted to.
Yeah, they could.
You know? You can see a letter arrive or something. Like, you know, I mean, I still don't think they're going to make a Smash Brothers movie immediately, especially because we've only had these mainline Mario movies. But they could. Like, you know, they could do the opposite of Avengers, where Avengers, like, came as the culmination of, like, a bunch of individual movies. They could make it where Smash Brothers is the introduction to that universe of movies, you know, beyond Mario. So
I like that idea.
Yeah.
I'm in for it. I guess the hardest thing for them would be just translating, which they can probably easily do, translating the live action movies, whatever they do outside of Zelda, into the animated ones. Because I don't think they would go the other way around. I don't think they would make Fox live action or Mario live action for the Smash movie.
Yeah, Fox 100% animated. And if it happens, like, it'll be Illumination again. Like, it's just obvious now at this point. Yeah. I think it'd be a great fit. Myself, I personally would love to see the Koopalings still. I know it may be a little on the boring side. I love the Koopalings. I want to see them in the post-credit scene potentially, or obviously in the next movie if not. So, but beyond that, oh, you know my killer one? Stunt Race
What?
FX characters, baby. Get those in the post-credit scene. Give me my 4WD truck or 4-wheeler truck. A little coupe car. It'd be amazing.
Is there a chance that we see? I was gonna say maybe like the stunt racer cars at the spaceport, but that would make no sense whatsoever. Is there a chance that we see like like the Blue Falcon there at the spaceport?
Yeah, I mean,
I guess
I mean, he was also technically also in the first movie, like the Fox McCloud
Yeah.
model, but they could retcon that in the exact same way. So yeah, Fox or Blue Falcon could be
Captain
here.
Falcon.
Although
Yeah.
he even has a spaceship that flies around, so he could use that instead of the Blue Falcon. So
Oh, that would make sense then.
yeah, it would make sense. Yeah, so they could, man, a blue. I mean, you know, honestly, Illumination could make an F-Zero movie too. You know, this really like changes everything, Nick. I don't think we're fully appreciating how much this changes
No.
everything. Vuldari says, "What are the chances we see the Circle Cross Smash logo in the movie? More than zero at this point now."
Yeah, I think we can't rule it out at all.
Yeah. Let's see. Shrek fan says Sony Pictures Animation or DreamWorks to do a Splatoon movie. Yeah, maybe I could maybe see that. Seeing Earthbound characters like Starman or Gygas would be interesting. Yeah, man, that's one I have a hard time envisioning. Like, even though that's based on Earth, I can't envision those characters in this universe, you know. But then I could see them. I'd be like, oh, that made sense, you know.
If they were going to do anything Earthbound or Mother for a movie, I would love to see a claymation style.
Yeah, that'd be really
that would
cool.
fit so well.
That would what? Like, well, I just watched something recently that had. Oh, what am I talking? Hold on, I just saw
And
something.
like a claymation movie or something.
Yeah. Oh, I know what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of the game, the Midnight Walk has this amazing claymation style, which I'll have a video about later today, by the way. Claymation style that, like, if they replicate that for a movie, it would be incredible. So, anyways, Nick, any other thoughts about how Fox is going to fit in here?
Well, I mean, I fit in here. I think I can think of something later because I want to touch up more on his actual design. Because I guess we kind of started from the top. We talked about his visor, talked about his fur, how it's more in line with the Star Fox Zero design, which I'm a huge fan of. Obviously, we have the blaster on his right side.
Yeah.
But something I'm noticing where he's holding his left hand, that's where they kind of have his reflector, which I don't think he has here. And that's more of like a Smash design. Because it came directly from Smash. But I think in his Star Fox Zero look, he also has the reflector on the left side. It's like this big, like, metal device that it looks like. But obviously, I don't think they have it here because they kind of want to clean up the character and make him look a little bit more slim. And then going down from there, obviously his boots, which is kind of like a big point for Star Fox. Because in the earlier games, I'm pretty sure, like with Star Fox on the Super Nintendo, I think it said in the manual that they cut off their legs to help with circulation.
I'm pretty sure that's just a fan theory. Based on
Is it a fan theory?
I think it's all
Okay.
fan theory. Based on the fact that the puppets they used or the models had like joints there, so it looked like they had no ankles or anything, no legs there really. So
because I think maybe in Melee 2, it kind of looks like he has that a bit, but these obviously look like the straightforward boots for the character.
Yeah, these look straight up boosts, which I'm happy with. I'm okay
he can
with
keep
that.
his legs.
Yes, exactly. That was a dark. I didn't like that interpretation. So, anything else about the design, Nick, that stands out to you?
Again, I want to do more of like a side by side between this and his Star Fox Zero appearance because that's definitely the one that they're taking the most details from.
He's got something on his like is it like a neck brace or something or like a neck wrap?
Yeah, so I noticed that too, and I don't know if you can make it out. Is it also green on his left side? Because you do see a green outlined circle on the right side.
Wait, I don't even know what you're talking about on the right side.
So on his right side,
on his right,
where the visor is, right below that, there's like a green circle, right below his fingers.
Okay, like no, I think. Okay, I'm confused, but I'm pretty sure I'm looking at exactly. It's on the metal. Oh wait, are you thinking that's on his coat or something? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it is on his coat.
I read that as a separate device. That's why I was getting confused. You're right. That actually may be part of his coat. So what is the...
I think it's part of its coat because I think that's how his Star Fox Zero design also looks. Again, I have to go back and check it out. But I don't know if it does anything. But again, the green is kind of matching up with his visor.
Yeah, you're right. So, okay, that's not quite as interesting as I thought it may have been originally then. So I thought it was like a whole separate accessory, but I think it's just his collar, as you were saying.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's blue and green, but...
And then another thing we haven't put out yet, which he typically has on him, is Star Fox logo on the left sleeve, the red logo, the
Oh yes, that's
pouch or
right.
the
Yeah.
patch. Yeah.
I was trying to read. There's some text too. Oh, I should bring up on screen here. Sorry, chat. There's some text too on his leg. I think text or no, that's just a zipper, I guess. Okay, on his leg, I think it's a zipper. Also he has his pistol, of course.
Yep.
Do you think he'll use it in the movie? Is he gonna shoot someone?
That's a good question. I don't think so. I no, maybe so maybe if Peach and Toad run into him at the casino, maybe he does do like a Han Solo thing where Fox shoots first. Maybe
That'd be
shoots at
oh my god! Oh my god! Yes, if they just rip that scene off entirely, they have like make Fox like a true like mercenary type, like or like no nonsense Han Solo like character before they screwed it up in the remakes. I need this more than anything, Nick. Like, what if he shoots Wart?
oh my god!
Kills Wart?
I was thinking more the monkey. Like the monkey brings him the bag, and then he shoots at the monkey to get the bag back for Toad and Peach.
Oh man, I love this idea. I obviously wouldn't kill anyone, but that would be funny if he actually does shoot first. You know, like I now I'm thinking like, will they parody any other space movies too in this? You know, like could they or at least reference, maybe not parody, but like reference other space movies? Like there's so many of them, and with them going sci-fi this time, it's possible.
What do you do outside of like Alien and Star Wars, which are like two of the bigger ones? You just really keep it to that, or do you go outside of that?
I mean, you could do a 2001 Space Odyssey reference, but that might be a little boring for the kids.
Yeah.
I mean, you can make it quick. I mean, like Guardians of the Galaxy, you know, maybe stuff about that you could parody. E.T. perhaps, like you got a
I didn't think of E.T.
Phone Home. Tatanga's got Phone Home.
That would be so funny.
Oh, did you mention Alien? Yeah, Chad mentioned Alien. If not,
Yeah,
Alien's a good one.
Oh wait, you said Space Odyssey, but you're like this is a kids movie. I just saw like last weekend. I saw Zootopia. They have like the whole Shining, the Shining
That's
scene
true.
in that
They
movie,
do reference
right?
Shining in there. There are a few movies that kids wouldn't probably understand offhand. So, and that's a Kubrick film. So you're right. Anything's possible. So, oh man. God, Nick, this is so freaking hype, man. Like I can't even get over how exciting this is. Like again, I still kind of wish we had, as some people in chat said, I do kind of wish we had seen it in the movie. But you know, this is fine too. So
my hope is that if they have a poster, that the reveal for Fox is going to be somewhat big. It's going to be a big deal in the movie.
It has to be. Yeah, right. That's a good point. Like I think you may have mentioned earlier, but yeah, if they're promoting him early on the poster, he has to play some kind of critical role. Like doesn't necessarily mean like a lengthy role, but it has to be a critical point. And the fact he's there when Rosalind's ship arrives, like again, further cements the idea. So
I still find it crazy that like Honey Queen still doesn't even have. We haven't seen anything of
Honey
her.
Queen?
So, like we haven't seen anything, but Fox gets his own poster. I'm like,
right
again, like I think he has a bigger role.
That's so strange, right? Like they announced
so weird.
Honey Queen's voice actor.
They did, yeah,
but they have not announced Box's voice actor in English.
It's the other way around. Yeah, it's the complete opposite.
It's totally backwards. Like, why are they high? Like, I understand it, but it does make me hope that there's a lot more here that we don't even really know about yet, right? So, like, we really haven't seen anything in the final battle outside of maybe that Armada scene, which
that's it.
But even that, like, that didn't really tell us anything, you know? Like,
I think it's just the ships in the background, right? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Really, there's no active battle going on.
No. And I think they did the same thing for the first Mario movie too. I don't think they had showed anything from the wedding or the New York scene, or any of that, or even the Tanuki scene. I think the Tanuki scene was hidden until the end, or until the movie came out.
Yep.
Yeah, man, this is crazy. Chat, is there anything else we haven't touched on yet or talked about? Any points you want to bring up?
I do. I like how Fox is standing on this like equipment box here.
Yeah.
Because it just reminds me of the box that Rob drops you, Rob 64.
Oh, that's a good one.
Fox games,
totally.
Where you press like the C button and it comes in and he gives you like a little item. So yeah, that just reminds me of that.
I mean, also like what it says about his character too. Like this suggests like an assertive like.
For sure.
You know,
again, he's a leader.
Character. Yeah, he's a leader. Exactly. That's you know, it just small little things like that. First off, tells me they understand Fox, and also tells me that that's what we're getting in the movie. So I love little touches like that. Someone said, Tall Show says they pull a Looney Tunes and make Fox say, "I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque." Sure, why not? Will Star Fox get a Mario power up? Oh my God, Firefox!
I didn't think about that. Oh.
That is so good.
I was gonna say, I'm just thinking of Smash Bros. You can pick up the fire flower, but you don't actually. The character doesn't actually like absorb it or anything.
Yeah.
Like you can pick up the mushroom too in Smash Bros. I'm trying to think of what other He's gotten the superstar before because that's in Smash.
Yeah, that's right. People are asking about other cameos. I mean, and including Kirby, and I do think Kirby is probably one of the more likely options. I
Yeah.
think Kirby and Samus's ship are probably the most likely things that we could see as cameos or background cameos. Though even Kirby, I'm having the thing with Fox is, let me think here. So Fox is, Fox ties into sci-fi. So does Rob. Pikmin,
Yep.
not really, but they kind of appear everywhere anyway. So Kirby doesn't really have a strictly sci-fi theme. I know there are sci-fi elements, obviously, but he doesn't fly around in a spacecraft. He's got his warp star. So
Yeah.
I wonder, is that just too distinctly separate from how we understand the rest of this to work, or that maybe he
I
wouldn't
mean,
appear?
the thing is, like you said, Kirby definitely has the most likely like higher chance because again, like with Kirby too, you don't really need to give Kirby like a big name voice actor. Kirby's just I don't think Kirby's gonna talk, right?
Yeah,
Because
probably
they
not.
kind of avoided that and right back at you. So Kirby's just gonna say like Poyo and like hi and the typical Kirby stuff. So Kirby, I think definitely is the one on the
Oh,
list. And like you
there,
said, go ahead.
no, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say Kirby. If Kirby appears anywhere here, maybe Kirby's at the spaceport, like working on his warp star or something, like in the background. Like that could be something they can easily tie in.
Someone does bring up a good point though in the comments, and that is I lost a comment. Hold on, I gotta find it real quick. A couple people brought it up.
Yeah.
That Red Bouncer says Kirby is not created by Miyamoto, and that actually is a really good point.
Oh,
So,
I didn't. It is
Mario,
Sakurai, right?
Star Fox, Pikmin,
Yeah.
maybe Rob, I can't remember for sure, but those are all basically Miyamoto characters. Miyamoto's been heavily involved in the films, clearly.
Yep.
He's been more involved with things outside of the games, which I actually really appreciate. And that actually makes even more sense now why we are getting these cameos and why we may not get a Kirby cameo.
So how do you think this went? Do you think someone at Illumination kind of had an idea, or was it just Miyamoto's like, hey, since we have the Pikmin here, since this takes place in space, let's add Fox to have some kind of a role in the movie?
Yeah, who knows how the things start. Like, the thing
Yeah.
is, like, someone could say something that could start a spark where to the point that it ignites and you forget who even said it in the first place, right?
Yeah,
Kind of like
for
my
sure.
freaking Star Fox video that I came up with. Anyways, but it would be fun if we could find out. Was that Miyamoto's idea? Was it someone in Illumination? Miyamoto just hopped on
Yeah.
board because, like, yeah, why wouldn't we want to have Fox in this movie? Who knows? But I really do hope that we get more behind the scenes stuff about this movie than we did with the first movie. I want to know
I
more about
agree.
the creation. Like, I want more interviews with the creators. Like there was only I think one interview with the writer of the first film that I found before, and like I want to hear more from him. Like Matthew Fogel, I believe is his name. Like I want to hear more. I want to hear more about the creation process. And yeah. Sketches of Harmony says it's a brand decision overall. I mean, that's also a huge factor too. Like, I don't think it's just a Miyamoto factor, especially
Yeah.
because Miyamoto, has free reign to, I imagine, bring in whoever he wants, right? And I think it also is definitely a brand decision as well. And I think speaks highly of the future of these series. I don't think anyone truly thought Star Fox was dead, but I think this may give more life to Star Fox than it's ever had before. Or at least has had in a long time.
The past 10 years have been brutal as a Star Fox fan. Again, Zero came out. We're coming up on the 10th anniversary. I think on April 20th will be 10 years of no new Star Fox games. I say that lightly because again, they did release Star Fox 2 at some point in between them, but Star Fox 2 was done decades ago.
Yeah.
And then Star Fox also made a cameo in Starlink Battle for Atlas. But outside of that, Star Fox and his crew has really been like relegated to Smash Bros.
I think Starlink even used the same voice actor from Zero as well. So that's
They
another.
did. That is
Yeah,
true.
so that
Yep.
voice actor, he's been in a lot of Star Fox games actually. And I actually enjoyed that DLC and
I did
the
too.
cutscenes and everything. What was I gonna say?
But yeah, the future, we were talking like the future of Star Fox here. I mean, I think this year with Fox being here, I think we're gonna get Assault on Adventures. Maybe not both of them, but one of them this
NSO.
year on NSO for
Oh, yeah.
GameCube. I think that's gonna happen sooner than later. Especially we only have 2 more games left on the list for NSO: Mario Sunshine and Coliseum, which are probably gonna happen in April, May, just to get it out of the way before June Direct possibly. But then where they go from there for their next Star Fox game, I have no idea. I don't know when they announce it. I don't know when it comes out. Like, what do you think, Andre?
I can say that I have heard some rumblings. I don't know how solid they are. I didn't even think about this until this happening.
Yeah.
Of there being something Star Fox related in development. So that makes me think that has more credence now. And so we could be seeing something on the sooner end, So yeah, here's hoping. Movies K3Y said it in the comments. 90% Easter eggs, 10% Mario Galaxy. So I've heard this complaint. I heard that complaint even about the first movie, and at least in the case of the first movie, I fully disagree with that. Like every Easter egg that exists, either is purely a background detail or exists to serve the story. You know, like for instance, Luigi's ringtone being the GameCube symbol. Like it's an Easter egg, yeah, but it also still works even if you don't recognize it, right? And I never felt like the Easter eggs got in the way of that movie. And I'm confident in the team for that reason that they won't get in the way of this movie too. Except I will say the only thing that gave me a slight hang up is in Gateway Galaxy you can see like a Super NES controller on the side of an escalator.
I did
I'm
notice
like,
that,
how's
yeah.
that tie into anything? Like I'm like that doesn't quite make sense to me. But I do. I've also heard the complaint, which I think they're also getting at, is this isn't really a Mario Galaxy movie. Like, you know, where are all the other galaxies, all the other characters? And for me, like I love Mario Galaxy, but I'm totally fine with how they're handling it. The first Mario movie wasn't an adaptation of only Super Mario Brothers, and I like that they're bringing in all these varied elements from across the series, which for me actually makes it all feel more cohesive, you know? Instead of having all these things isolated in one movie, it makes sense that they're building on what they already have and bringing in elements from other things to make it feel more, you know, even grander, I think. And it seems like they're still touching on all the major beats of Mario Galaxy at the same time. So I don't know how much more Mario Galaxy you even want it to, or even need it to be, you know?
Yeah, I'm on board with that too. I'm happy that they're going to what's it called from Mario Odyssey. I mean, that's my favorite Mario game where they run into like the T-Rex.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, if this was anything less than like a Mario Galaxy movie, I think Rosalina wouldn't be here, right? Like, she's a key component to Mario Galaxy. So like, if she wasn't here, I think there would be like more credence to kind of that reason of like, hey, it seems like it's less of a Galaxy movie and more everything else.
Right. I mean, I say that knowing that, you know, maybe when we'll see it, we'll agree with the concerns.
Yeah.
But I'm not worried at this point. Lil Q says, "Oh, GameXplain, the Nintendo Ninjas are here." Yeah, hopefully my video game didn't get taken down or something. That would be very surprising because it was just an image. But wait, did I miss something? Did something happen? So I'll make sure that I didn't. I'm checking.
It looks like the videos are still there.
Okay, good. All right. Yeah, I don't know when the Nintendo Ninjas are talking about. Are talking about Nintendo Ninjas? Those are a thing.
Jeez.
Tony says Mark Hamill is Andros. Oh my god. That's a good one.
I was thinking Mark Hamill for Star Fox, right?
Were we? That's a good one too. But also I like this one. Frank Walker as Andros in a Dr. Claw voice. That's also a great one. So I wonder how would they even handle Andros in a movie? Like you can't do the floating head thing in a movie.
So there's been, and actually came out like the same month as the Star Fox official Nintendo for Star Fox Zero, like the animated short. It's called A Fox in Space. I love it so much. If you haven't watched anyone in chat, I highly recommend it.
That's really cool.
But it's like it's amazing. It's got like Adult Swim vibes to it, like something you can see on there. But they portray Andros really well in there, and he isn't the giant floating head, but he is like a big presence there. He definitely seems like his typical villain from the games. But again, if we get Andros here, I think they have to. Well, that's the thing. I don't even know if we need Andros here because I want them to kind of move on from Star Fox 64, from Star Fox Zero, because they've used Andros so many times. It's like, I think they can kind of move on from that.
Right. Yeah, I agree with you. Although at the same time, they may return to it one more time. You know,
this might be the one more time.
Hopefully, if they do it, that's got to be the end of it. We got to move on past Star Fox 64 timeline, you know?
It's like, how many times can Andros die? Come on.
Exactly, right? Man, I'm just looking at this image again, Nick, and it just fills me with joy. Like just seeing I've played this series ever since the original. I got it on Super Nintendo, and I've loved it ever since. And it's so cool to see like him finally getting like honestly, this is the best shot of him I think for the like best shot on the arm for the brand and best shot of him growing into something bigger. I don't think he ever got a movie by himself without like this happening first, you know, or a game somehow blowing up outside that. But I don't think a game's gonna blow up, you know. I mean, you never know. It could have always happened. But this will help the next game blow up, potentially. Become a bigger thing than it is. And Star Fox getting a movie. And Star Fox getting his own movie as well would help the brand in general, too. Increasing sales of the Star Fox games. Like how Mario game sales went up with the first movie releasing. So
it's crazy just... This poster is just a dream. I still can't believe we're talking about this and looking at this. And like you said, like his future looks bright, just like this poster. Like I can't believe it's actually happening. It still feels fake.
It does. Is that JL says new Star Fox game confirmed to this right here? Oh, absolutely. It really does. And as I said earlier, it backs up some things I had heard potentially. So yeah, lock it in. Star Fox 100% coming back in a big way. Hopefully soon. I mean, I'm already not to be greedy. I'm happy with this as is, but I think it means more. I'll be happy with that or excited for that too. So. Doppel says with a super chat, who should develop the next Star Fox game? Oh man, that's
whoever it is, I hope they're confident. I hope they do their homework, and I hope they stick to the series long enough that they can change any mishaps or any things that weren't right with the first one in the series going forward to the next one, because it's been my biggest issue with Star Fox in the games. They just have not had a clear developer from one to the next.
No, it
It's been
keeps
like Rare
bouncing
working on
around.
one,
Exactly.
it's been Bandai Namco on another one, it's been Platinum on another one. It's like, no, find a studio, make a studio, and find someone that can lead the game and develop it and stick with them for years to come.
I will say, I mean, I actually am one of the people who appreciate Star Fox Zero. Like, I think it had flaws, obviously. I think it's better than a lot of people give it credit for. And I wouldn't mind if Platinum Games took another strike at it, or not strike. What's the word I'm looking for? Another shot at it, I guess.
Yeah, like a definitive edition, or are you saying something like that, or like a port? Or
No, like a sequel, like
a follow up,
like a true sequel, like a successor for the next Star Fox game. But also, Nintendo just bought that. Was it a Ubisoft studio they bought?
No, they bought the Korean studio for Bandai Namco. I believe,
Bandai Namco,
right?
that's it. Silly me. And they also handled the Ace Combat series, I believe.
Yeah.
So they could maybe be a natural fit too for a next Star Fox game.
And Bandai Namco already worked on a Star Fox game. I mean, granted, that was like 20 years ago with Star Fox Assault, but like, I don't know how many people are still around. But yeah, so like you said, with Ace Combat Evolved under their belt, I think they'd be confident working in some type of Star Fox game.
We got another super chat from Jackson Dennis. Thank you, Jackson. Says, what lines may Fox say, and any chance of Team Star Fox cameos on headset and Star Fox music moment? I mean, if there's a cameo, Peppy has to say, do a barrel roll. That has to happen. That absolutely has to happen, right? Like
it's the most iconic Star Fox line of all time. It's one of the most iconic video games of all time, I would say.
It really is. But Fox-wise, I mean, you already said one of them being, let's rock and roll. Like, I think that's probably his most famous line. I'm trying to think of any others.
The G diffusers. There's something wrong with the G diffusers. I don't know if that would make a big splash, but that's something that's pretty big in the games.
All range mode.
Yeah, all range mode. I'm trying to think what else would be like a big one.
Ah!
You're just screaming.
Get shot down.
Slippy bogeys on your tail.
Yeah, exactly, right. Bill, is that you? I can't believe it.
I love that line.
Oh, Independence Day is another movie they could parody.
Oh my god, yeah.
Wait, what if Fox McCloud is the one that shoots down the UFO? Oh my god. That'd be straight from the games. What if that's it?
That's amazing.
We don't know how it gets blown up, right?
No. That's amazing.
I didn't think about that. Oh my god. This could straight up, they could recreate that stage. Katana from Star Fox 64.
Katana.
Katana.
I was going to say Katana, but I'm thinking of what's her name?
No, it's Katina.
Yeah. Is it Katina? I think so.
Something like that. In any case, they could reference that stage, which itself is a reference to Independence Day.
Which is crazy. I love that reference.
Full circle. Wouldn't it be amazing? Man, what
Any
else?
Star Fox music moment too. Again, like the motif we were talking about, I think is probably going to happen. My favorite song from the whole series is Star Wolf's theme, like hands down. When you're on what's the third stage where you find him at? It's the snowy stage. Why can't I think of it?
Oh, Fortuna?
It's Fortuna. Yeah, it is Fortuna. Where you meet up with them for the first time. I love, especially or in particular, the version that's played in Star Fox Assault when you run into Star Wolf for the first time, because it is fully orchestrated. So again, I don't think that would be here because then you would need kind of the whole Star Wolf crew, and if they're gonna actually do a Star Fox movie, they're gonna save it for that. Mm-hmm. But maybe like the Corneria theme, that's pretty iconic.
Yeah, it is.
I'm trying to think what else. The second stage too in Star Fox 64 when they're in the asteroid belt, that song's pretty good.
I mean, I love it. They also reference the original Super NES game. I feel like its soundtrack often gets neglected, but I think it has one of the most banger soundtracks in the entire series.
It's so good. And Star Fox, on top of that, Star Fox 2, like for Super Nintendo, has a great soundtrack too.
I still can't believe that game came out. That game came out almost 10 years ago now. After being delayed by what, 20 years?
Yeah, by 20 years.
I like how it turned what was a canceled game into a delayed game. You know,
so Nintendo's the longest delayed game ever.
It really is. Do we think, will the Arwing transform? Can it turn into the Landmaster?
So it's never turned into the Landmaster, but it's turned into the Chicken Walker. Which
that's what you're right. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
So it is possible that it can turn into the Chicken Walker, especially since Star Fox 2 is actually a thing now, and that's where it first appeared, or I guess second appeared because it did come out after Star Fox Zero. But the Chicken Walker was a huge thing, a huge mechanic in that game, and I thought it was somewhat fun. It was clanky, like in the tight corridor areas when you're on the ship, but it is possible that it can change here.
I don't think so. I think they say if that happens, it'll be in a full Star Fox
You have to save it for the movie, especially like you said, the Landmaster 2. That's something that you save for the movie, especially because if they're gonna have the Gray Fox here, like that's what kind of drops off the Landmaster. Obviously, you can have it dock somewhere and just pull up or pull in. I guess the other thing is, are they gonna have, what is it? The blue? Is it the blue torpedo?
Blue Marine.
Blue Marine. That's it. Obviously, I don't think that would be here because they're in space. I don't think they're touching water that often in this movie.
Go touch water sounds like a new meme or something.
Go touch water.
By the way, if you Google do a barrel roll, Google still spins the entire screen.
It still spins. I love that.
It's been the thing for like what, over 10 years now, 15 years.
It's been a
maybe?
while.
Yeah, I love it. Still there. Someone in the chat said, Barry Skywalker says, guys, I'm watching this in 5 days. I can't believe they spoiled it. I know. I feel similarly. Like, on the one hand, I'm so excited. I'm happy. I love this. I can't wait to see it in the movie. On the other hand, like, that would have been amazing to find out, you know? The only reason why I can think they did this is they knew it was going to get out. Like, as soon as the first, like, media screening started happening, they knew where it was going to get out, and you can't keep under wraps for long. But still, it was nice that they tried. I will say, Nick, do you know anything about Project Hail Mary?
Briefly, I've seen most of the trailers. I do want to see it.
Okay, so you know about the characters in the movie at least.
Yeah, so I do know about one, which I was kind of shocked about because I don't want to say too much about
I don't want
it.
to say. I mean, but the thing is, I feel like everyone in the world but me knew. It was funny. I had even seen the trailers, Nick, of Project Hail Mary.
I didn't know until later, until I was listening to something. I was like, oh, that's like a character in the movie. I didn't know until later.
I had seen the trailer. Somehow I had totally forgotten about all of that. When I saw the movie, I was surprised by that character. I'm like, oh my god, this is a totally different thing I imagined. So if I'd been able, like, if anyone was able to have that reaction in the movie, like, that'd be amazing. Maybe some people even still will in this movie for Fox McCloud, but like.
I'm still gonna have that reaction.
I mean, I will be too. Sure. But like, it's just not having known would be even cooler, though, right? Like that's what I'm saying. So
it is really hard to keep that stuff under wraps.
It is.
Sure. So like, I understand.
Like there been a tweet moment. I mean, I'm happier to find out this way than some random tweet for some rando guy. So
because again, like we would be breaking it down, would be like it looks fake because like they took it off from their phone in the corner of the theater, and it's just like completely black. It's hard to tell. Like, oh, there's Fox in the corner there. Just like kind of like you're pointing the picture, but that was us able to do that because that was actually official material. Wait, Andre, I have a question. What do you think happens first out of these three? Star Fox game, Star Fox movie, or Star Fox ride?
Oh man,
like,
I will love the Star Fox ride. Star Fox ride, strangely enough, has the lowest chance of happening in my opinion. Yeah. It's gonna go game, movie, maybe extreme, maybe ride. That's my take. I think a game is definitely the most assured of them. I think it'll happen on the sooner end. It just makes sense. If there is a movie coming, they may not even start development yet. They may want to wait until the reaction for this one happens.
For sure.
To see how they build on it. So, Lil Q says you missed the laser. Wait, what are we talking about?
No, the blaster.
Oh, no, they're talking about Kirby or something. Yeah, Seven says they think the game is first. Yeah, I agree with that. So, M-Bone doesn't mind knowing that Star Fox is here. I mean, I can't say I mind knowing either. I'm just thinking hypothetical. Yeah, like I'm thrilled.
This made my day. Andre, so for a ride, what kind of ride would you make it? It's got to be a dark ride, right?
I mean, I think a roller coaster.
A roller coaster?
I think
you make it a roller coaster.
Yeah, roller coaster. You have like some projections in there. I mean, you could turn it into like a shooting game or something, but I feel like that'd be kind of lame.
Yeah.
Especially because they already have a Mario shooting game at the Super Nintendo.
I agree. Yeah. So. Roller coaster in line with maybe like Tron, or I'm trying to think of what else.
Yeah, Tron,
Guardians
or maybe
of the
like
Galaxy, maybe.
I haven't been on it, but maybe like something like Galaxy Rewind.
Cosmic. Is it? No, Cosmic Rewind is Guardians of the Galaxy. The other one's at Universal.
But yeah, I just feel like a roller coaster makes the most sense. Like Star Fox is a high action thing. I don't want it to be a game, so I'll be shooting the lasers. You could do cool visuals and stuff, and maybe have like audio being piped in. You can have like do a barrel roll. Let's do a barrel roll.
You actually do a loop, right?
Yeah, exactly. It could be cool. They could make it look like your roller coaster is actually like shooting other things in space, and it blows up around you, right? So. Otherwise, it's hard to envision any other ride system really being a good fit. Like, what other ride system can do barrel rolls? I mean, I guess it's silly me. The other obvious one that actually may be better fit would be a simulator, like Star Tours or something.
Okay, yeah.
Or like
or something in line with like Monsters Unchained or Spider-Man or Harry Potter.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Like
right.
Dark Wise, or the original Harry Potter ride.
That's true. I mean, I guess that could work. But Harry Potter rides, like when you slow down, you really slow down. I can't imagine that working.
Yeah, you do slow down a lot in those rides too.
Next poster is Chibi Robo. Could you imagine if Chibi Robo's here? Is that JL? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Nick.
I was gonna say, does Miyamoto have any connection to Chibi Robo or no?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Is that JL says it's like Marvel's Avengers coming together. It really is at this point. Like we are having so much more crossover. Like it's funny because technically all these franchises were also in the first movie. You know, we had the Pikmin statue, we had the Star Fox toy, the R-Wing toy, and then we had the Pikmin. Oh no, I just mentioned that. Sorry. And Rob was even on a storefront in that movie. Yeah. But now they're all back as actual beings, actual characters. So that's kind of like a game changer. So
does that mean Pitt's going to be here?
Sorry?
Does that mean Pitt's going to be here because he was playing Kid Icarus?
You're right. Was it Pitt?
I thought he was playing... It was Kid Icarus, right, in the first one?
No, it was a balloon guy.
That he was playing? I thought he was playing Kid Icarus.
Sorry, you're right. I'm mistaken. I'm thinking of the sign. Yes, I was Kid Icarus. Yeah, so you're right. So maybe Pitt could be here. You're right. I was thinking of the balloon fight guy on the billboard. So, but what's funny is this movie's like retconning the first movie now. Like, because all the things, like, they can't exist anymore unless, you know, because those people wouldn't know why they exist in that form in that universe. Yeah, anyways.
Unbelievable.
Red Bouncer says, anyone but him. Anyone but what, Pitt? You don't want Pitt? Sorry to keep
I don't know
waiting.
how Pitt would fit into the movie, but again, like, anyone could be here, so they would figure out a way.
Yeah, that's true. That one does seem a little... I mean, he's not sci-fi at all, though, right? Like, he'd be...
But he's more like... He would fit in the medieval-ish. I don't know what other games Nintendo... Like, he would fit better in, like, Zelda.
Yeah. You know, although it's hard to envision cameos in the Zelda movie. Like, I don't think they do
it. I don't know how it's going to work.
Yeah, I don't think they do it. I think they're going to treat... Like, that'd be like having cameos in Lord of the Rings, right? I don't think that's going to happen.
So. Like, what cameo do you put in Lord of the Rings? I guess... Who owns Lord of the Rings? Is it Hasbro? I don't know why it'd be Hasbro. I'm trying to think who owns them. Not Amazon.
Yeah.
Does Amazon own it now? I don't know. Chat, you might help us. But I'm just trying to think of a random character that you would put in that movie from whoever owns Lord of the Rings. Be like, this isn't fitting. Like, why is this character here? Warner Brothers?
Yeah, it was WB. That's right. Yeah.
Oh, so like if Batman just appeared or
yeah, Batman's just flying around. That would be very similar, exactly. Or you have Neo in the background.
That would make no sense.
Strongman says, Andre, please discuss a potential Thanos of the NCU per R926. So, wait, hold on. Was that a comment in here? Sorry, hold on.
I missed that too. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm looking. Oh, okay. They had asked earlier. Yes, who was Nintendo's Thanos for the Smash movie? That's a great question.
I mean, like, again, if you want to use Andros, like, he's a big menace, but I don't know if that would be fitting. Master Hand, would that be too much related to Smash? I mean, again, like, if they want to have but Master Hand isn't going to really talk, right?
Okay, so Smash any Smash villain is the obvious answer here. Maybe too easy answer. Like, you got Master Hand, you got what was his name? Bling Bling from Brawl or whatever. What was the guy's name?
What, Taboo, is it?
Was it Abu?
No, Taboo.
Taboo. Yeah, that's it. Taboo. I don't know why I call him Bling Bling. Taboo.
I like Bling Bling.
The thing is, I don't think either of them are that interesting. And also, like, Master Hand exists because he represents a human hand. You know, like, he's a hand bringing these toys to life because it's a child's imagination, right? So I don't think that makes sense for a movie. Andros, I can kind of see because, like, maybe he invents some multiverse technology to, like, bring everyone together for some reason, or it goes haywire. So I think you have to lean into, like, either the sci-fi side or the really magical side of things. And I'm trying. Ganon doesn't make sense, or Ganondorf.
And with Andros too, he's a scientist. So again, like you said, that sci-fi is style. I think he could pull something together to kind of mastermind or puppetry all these characters again. I mean, he is kind of like a puppet. He's got like floating heads, and he's just a giant head.
Star Fox were literally puppets originally.
Yeah, Star Fox were. Yeah, they were literally puppets.
Yeah. Z-Vulp says just put Sakurai himself in the movie. There you go. Like I had another idea for who it could be. Maybe. Maybe a Kirby villain has potential. Like, since they're like these...
Kirby's got insane villains. So
exactly. So maybe you could do something with one of them.
There. It would be outside of like Mennonite and DDD, like one of their insane characters from like not Return to Dreamland. What was the most Forgotten Land? Mm-hmm. Wasn't it like that giant blob thing or whatever? Or was it the Line? I'm trying to think who was the main villain in for. Oh my god!
It was a Lion at some point.
Was it the Line?
Oh, God, I don't remember anymore. It was a
there's so many games. There's so many
different
games.
Everyone. Yeah.
It did.
Sketches of Harmony says, those annoying cat heads. Wait, what are we talking about? Those annoying cat heads. I don't know. Elfits? There's too many character names.
Yeah. Oh, the Elphis. I think that's how you say it. That's like the little flying thing, your companion in Forgotten Land. Like
Oh, they're talking
the
about
thing.
Kirby enemies. Yes, the flying cat
Yeah.
heads. Yes, yes, yes. Those things are annoying. Okay, sorry, brain fart. Yeah. Um, hold on here. Oh, okay. Seven says the movie totally does a multiverse where Wario and Waluigi counteract Mario and Luigi. Maybe that's how you bring them in, right? Like a multiverse Mario and Luigi. They pull in
Yeah.
via Smash. That could be an interesting way of going about it,
That'd be so funny if there is a Smash movie and that's how you reveal Waluigi for the next Smash game.
right? Wouldn't that be really funny?
Instead of the Smash movie.
He even gets like
The splash screen.
yeah, splash banner in the movie. It'd be so good. Teehee says if Chris Pratt weren't Mario, he would be an amazing Star Fox. Oh, actually,
Yeah,
that's not a bad
I think
one.
that'd
He
be
actually
fitting. I mean, he is Star-Lord,
He's
so
Star-Lord,
he
right.
does
He's
have
got-
his own crew, so...
Yeah. That's a really good point, actually. So that would have been a good fit. But anyways, I think, or luckily, I think any amount of people will work as a voice for Fox. I can't wait to hear it. You know, are we gonna find out
I
who
can't
it
wait
is
to hear
soon?
it, too.
Do you think they announce who
we
it
don't-
is?
No, I think they keep it secret until... Well, I guess people are going to start seeing it soon, right? Like, I guess Japan is the first showing.
Japan is the first showing, and then I know there are a handful of at least media screenings happening before then as well, of course. So,
Okay. But wait, if
um,
Japan... Like, they're not going to show the English voice actor for Japan, unless it is in the full credits. So they show both English and Japanese.
Well, I'm pretty sure they'll be showing it in at least. I think they'll have at least an English screening there because
Okay.
there are some English speaking people there for the.
Gotcha.
premiere,
So then, yeah, then we'll know sooner than later.
yeah, yeah, that's a good one. Well, assuming people abide by the embargo, which I assume will be in effect. So we will see. But any other points, Nick or chat, that you want us to touch on for the Fox McCloud being here? I think we covered the broad strokes of everything.
Yeah. The poster is amazing. The R-Wing looks outstanding. It gives me vibes from Star Fox Assault R-Wing.
I can see
dark
that. Yeah,
blue
totally.
on the sides there.
Yeah, and the R-Wing looks. It's hard to tell, fully what it looks like here, but it looks what I see. I like. So definitely.
It looks
captured.
roughly damaged on the tip, on the front of the ship there. Like, it looks, if you can zoom in there on the front of the R-Wing, it looks like it's just, I guess, used, or it's been through things, I want to say.
Yeah. Been through
Like,
things.
if you
Yeah, you're
noticed
right.
that.
It does
Yeah,
look
I mean, it would make sense because Fox has gone through the universe of the Lilat system.
It got damaged when he shot down the giant UFO, obviously, right?
There you go.
You know what else? I just thought something else, Nick. You know this monkey being here. We were wondering like why is Yukiki here? He's small enough. He could fit in the R-Wing.
He could fit in the R-Wing.
He could be the Grogu.
Oh, the Grogu of the movie.
Yeah, exactly. This Yukiki might be the key to it all. Yukiki! He's guy in the name!
He's the MacGuffin of the movie.
Exactly. Oh
yeah, so if they do need to come back from Wart's Casino, like, Yukiki could fit in the R-Wing, probably no problem, but I guess I don't know where you're putting Toad and Peach. I don't think they're riding in the R-Wing.
No. So like, I really want to know Yukiki's deal. Like, what's his allegiance? Like, who's he loyal to? Is it Wart? Is he just like a form of chaos,
I was leaning either, he's on Wart's side or he's a form of chaos. He saw the book bag, he's like, monkey brain, go steal book bag.
Right.
Take it on like an adventure. He's like, I want to just pocket through this thing and see what's in here, and he just ends up in the casino.
Red Bouncer says, sucks Donkey Kong isn't here, DK in space. Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen any Kongs at all in the background. Like, so do they just not space travel either? Like,
I don't think they wanted to have the crossover with Fox and the monkeys.
Yeah, right. Maybe that's a good point, actually. Yeah, but they had anti-gravity in the first movie. They invented it. It seemed like the Kong. So you think they'd be at the forefront of this space travel stuff?
Yeah, they're driving on Rainbow Road all day.
They really are, all day, every day. Banjo cameo? Oh my god, that'd be amazing. There's no way that happens, though. No way.
That would make no sense.
It wouldn't make any sense. The only way that would happen is if Nintendo reacquired the rights to Banjo. But yeah, 0% chance. Nintendo's not gonna throw in a Microsoft character these days. Not when they can be promoting their own stuff.
If they weren't going to buy Rare at the time, what was it, like over 20 years ago, for I think it was like 320,000. It wasn't even like $500,000, I think, to acquire the rest of the shares in Rare. I don't think they're going to spend any money on that now, unfortunately.
I don't think so. Oh, let's see. Stella Farah says that then it must mean we may be getting a Star Fox movie soon after this, 100%, or a new title on Switch 2. Duh. Yeah, we talked about this. I'm fully on board with both at this point. I think game 100% happening, movie probably a really good chance of happening as well. Like, I really can't imagine you give this character a poster and not follow it up with a with potential movie, so or a series or something.
Yeah. I mean, again, and what's the perfect time to announce it if they don't really have anything too big for the fall? Like, why not do it in potentially, hopefully, a June Direct that's happening in a few months? Like, hey, you guys remember Star Fox in the movie? Well, now check him out in this next game.
Exactly. RZP says, calling it now, Captain Falcon is the other secret character. Wait, what do you mean by other? Did I miss something? Like, have they confirmed?
Was it multiple characters? Like,
is there another?
Wasn't there an interview that you
yeah? Well,
about? I guess what was it? Charlie Day.
Yeah, Charlie Day said there's a million spoilers we didn't know. Then it was either him or someone else, maybe Chris Pratt. Someone had said that there is like still a couple more characters, but it was after that we found out about Rob, I think.
Okay.
And then now we know about Pikmin 2. So, but now we know about Fox. So obviously Fox is at least one of them. So I feel like we see enough characters at this point that I could possibly cover for wherever that comment was. So that's why I don't know if there really is any others, any other big ones. So yeah, Nick, any final thoughts?
I don't know why it came to mind, but I was thinking like the Lego movie, maybe because Charlie Day's in that, and we were talking about Star Wars at some point. But I think
Charlie Day's in the Lego movie too.
He plays the space guy.
I didn't know
like
that.
the old he plays like the old Lego space figure. I think that was the name.
So him and
like,
Chris Pratt are both in Lego movie and this.
Yeah, I knew. Oh, Chris Pratt is in that, right?
Yeah. He's the main character.
He is the main character. That's so funny. But yeah, so to that point, there's a scene where they're on like, what is it? Like the pirate ship or whatever, and they need like a mechanic. They need something. They need electricity or something for it. And then I think the Millennium Falcon flies by. And like Lando's like, hey, you need this, and I think Han Solo's like, don't give that to them or something like that. And then someone jumps on the ship and steals it from them. Benny's spaceship. That's who it is. Benny is the name of Charlie Day's character. But I don't know why I was just thinking of like maybe like Star Fox like pulls up and they need something like the Star Fox team and they give it to Fox McCloud, and maybe that's how you do a quick cameo of the characters. But again, like we were talking before, if there is a giant space scene here, I think you're gonna have a majority or most of the crew here fighting.
Oh, yeah, from Star Fox?
Yeah, I think one character, if the main cast is here from Star Fox, I don't think we're seeing Crystal here.
No, I agree with you.
I think they're sticking it to typical Super Nintendo N64 Star Fox team with Peppy, Slippy, Falco, and Fox.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still not convinced we'll see beyond Fox, but again, I'm not ruling anything out at this point either. Like, but I mean, I guess you do kind of need that radio chatter, right? Like, you need some. And we need Peppy to say, "Do a barrel roll."
Yeah, I think that's gotta happen in this movie.
Yeah, exactly. Antonio says, "Oh yeah, Matthew Fogel is the same writer as the Lego Movie too." Oh my god, I didn't realize that. So I didn't realize how much crossover there was with the second Lego Movie, because yeah, that's
crazy.
The writer of the Mario movies as well. So that's amazing. All right, wow.
Andre, do you have any last minute things on the poster?
No, I think we've touched on pretty much everything we can. I mean, I'm just thrilled. I'm so hyped, so excited for this. Even though I put that theory out there that Fox is in the movie, I didn't even fully believe it myself, Nick. I doubted myself to the point that I even made that follow-up video initially. Like, someone threw out the idea that it was Toad's backpack because Toad's not wearing his backpack in that scene, and it could be closer to the camera. I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Let me go disprove my theory I had, which is in hindsight stupid, even though the video did well as well. But then once the R-Wing happened, the R-Wing toy disappearing, I'm like, then I think I'm onto something here. And
that's when you texted me, I was like, I don't want to say Star Fox, I want to say a blaster or like a walkie-talkie or like a space jacket, and I'm like, it is Fox. I'm just happy it is. Like, thank goodness it is.
No, I love they nailed the design. I see a few people in the chat saying that too.
So
like,
good.
Yeah, they nailed the design of Fox. It looks great. I can't wait to hear what he sounds like, what he acts like, and if the rest of the crew is here too, or at least one of the others, I will love that as well. But this is already more than ever expected. This movie is already more than ever expected.
Yeah.
Not only was I not expecting a Mario Galaxy movie in the first place, at least this soon, I didn't expect them to go this hard on it, and they're going all out. They're pulling out all the stops. It's absolutely incredible. As a longtime Mario fan, Star Fox fan, I am hyped through the moon for this, baby. I just cannot wait. It looks amazing. Real quick, Logger says he looks older, though. You think Star Fox looks older? I don't know if I had that take, but I guess I can actually see that, too.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, I guess we need to see more of him. It's hard to say for sure. Yeah. I can see both perspectives, but maybe it's just a gray hair that makes him look older. The gray mane he has. Yeah. We got a super chat from Paul Gill Network. Hey, Paul, how are you doing? Says, do a barrel roll. Heck yeah, Paul. We sure will be. I'll barrel roll in the theaters for this.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I cannot wait.
Andre, you're in a Lilat system with me too.
What do you mean?
Like
Oh yeah,
Cloud9,
in
where
terms of,
it's
yeah,
based
absolutely.
right now?
Hype,
Yeah.
yeah. That's right. I forgot. You actually opened the video. Yes, I'm there with you now. Fully
Yeah,
there
we
with
don't have
you.
numbers.
And this movie opens in what, less than a week now, on
So
Wednesday.
soon.
And I think it even starts opening. I think it starts showing at midnight that night in places. So really Thursday or Tuesday night, effectively. So
Yeah.
we'll be seeing this movie in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, which is freaking hype. So in maybe sooner if we're lucky. So
Yeah.
we'll have to wait and see, everyone. I think that's all we got though. Nick, anything else or?
This feels fake. I can't believe this is happening, and Star Fox is back in one of the best ways ever. So
Oh, man.
give me more Star Fox.
God, I can't believe he's getting a freaking movie. That's amazing. I love that. Star Fox is in a movie, and hopefully we'll be getting his own movie too after this. So, oh, I love this. I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped, Nick. But with that, everyone, thank you for watching. Thanks for being here. We hope you enjoyed just hanging out with us, enjoying the hype for Fox McCloud in the Mario Galaxy movie. And of course, stay tuned to GameXplain, as we'll have tons more on the Mario Galaxy movie, including, I'm sure our review at some point, more details, videos, Easter eggs, secrets, theory videos, whatever else it may be. We'll have tons of it. So with that, everyone, thanks for watching. We'll catch you later. Bye, everyone.